Hello and welcome back, and in this video we're gonna be creating our notes home. So let's go ahead and get our notes home dragged down here. Okay, and we have this sample created. So let me go ahead and run this to show you what we've got so far. So if you remember, we created two tabs, and we just have labels for those two tabs. So what we're going to do here is we're gonna leverage the fact that we are already getting manage object context, and we're gonna query that manage object context and create a fetch request on the manage object context to basically retrieve stored nodes. Okay, and then we are also gonna basically have a state variable that's gonna show a sheet which is gonna be presented, so we can add a new node into the database, into the core data persistent layer. Okay, so we're first gonna create the nodes home, and in the next video we're gonna add new node functionality to that. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. So in scene delegate, if you remember, context is getting basically the app delegate and the persistent container view context from app delegate, and it's basically passing that inside content view. So we are passing it using the environment variable, and this environment variable takes a key path for manage object context, which is already defined within the key path. So that means that content view and its subviews have access to manage object context. Okay, so what we're going to do here in the nodes home, first of all, we are going to create at environment, and we're going to query that that key path. Okay, and we're going to call this mock, so manage object context, and then from here we can create a fetch request. So we can simply say fetch request at fetch request. We're going to give the entity. Okay, entity is going to be secure node dot entity. All right, so this is basically secure node is the entity name. Okay, so secure node dot entity, and then you're gonna have sort descriptors. So sort descriptors, and sort descriptors are gonna be ns sort descriptors with key path. So we are looking for key path, and the key path is going to be secure node dot created. So we're going to sort it by secure node dot created date, and we're gonna say ascending true. Okay, and that is going to close. So that's it for this initialization, and we're going to simply put this into a variable of fetched results of secure nodes. Okay, so let's go ahead and build. Everything should still build successfully. Okay, now let's create a state variable. All right, and this state variable is going to basically serve a toggle for us to whether to basically present add new node or not. Okay, then we're going to create a list, and this list is going to have for each. All right, and for each is going to go over all the nodes identified by self. It's going to give us secure node, and we're going to create a navigation link out of this, and this is going to have destination. So destination is going to be nodes detail view. Okay, which is going to take a node. is binding. So by the way, it's not, so notes detail view is not available, so we're going to create that in a minute. So let's go ahead and create that, and we are going to create a SwiftUI view for that, and we're going to call this notes detail view. And just to satisfy, we're gonna this error, we're gonna create a variable called note of type secure note. Okay, so if we build, it should still, okay, so we are getting a couple of errors, so let's see where they are. All right, so we can actually populate that. So this needs actually node style. For now, we can actually simply say secure note dot what did we call, maybe a note, yeah, secure note dot note. Let's go ahead and build that, and all right, so note is a string. Okay, okay, for now we can just, okay, so it's compiling. I have no idea why it is actually complaining that. Oh, because it's optional, of course. Okay, all right, so I get that, because core data, even though things are not optional, whenever you define the property, they're all defined optional. Okay, so that is going to compile, so that's awesome. Now what we need basically is we need a navigation bar, right, to show. So we are simply gonna create a navigation bar title, and we're gonna call this one secure notes. All right, navigation bar items. Then we're gonna need a trailing button, so select the trailing, and basically we're gonna show a button here. That button is gonna have an action, and this action is simply going to toggle show add. Okay, so whenever this is toggled, we also need a label, so let's create a label for this, and we're gonna just use the text create. All right, and we're gonna attach a sheet to this, and we're gonna say $show add for this one. And for the view, this is where we're gonna show okay, so let's go ahead and try to build that, and let's see where did we get things wrong. Okay, all right, so let me take this out and let's try to build it. Okay, this closes, and okay, oh yeah, it's always an issue. Okay, so autocomplete creates that closure context. All right, so I just had to remove that. Okay, so this is our secure note. We have our create button. When you tap on it, you see the dialog, and yeah, so our main screen is ready, our list is ready, and it is scrollable. I mean, although we don't have any entry in the notes sheet yet. So in the next video, let's first create add new note, and then we're gonna work on notes cell functionality. Okay, so I will see you guys in the next video where we are going to be creating first add new note, right? So I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you.